Invoking blessings of the Almighty. Dignitaries, elders, staff and students, participants from around the world, Namaste and good evening. Welcome to day 89 of the One World, One Family World Cultural Festival here at Sathya Grama. We extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guests this evening. Shri N.S. Bosraju, Honorable Minister for Minor Irrigation, Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. Mr. Kishore Babu Sajja, Founder, Chairman and Managing Director of PowerMech Projects Limited. Dr. Arvind Jatti, President of Basava Samiti. The One World, One Family Global Leadership Award honors visionary leaders who combine wisdom with action, individuals whose ideas bridge understanding and inspire a more united world. This evening, we are delighted to present the award to Mr. Kishore Babu Sajja. After his engineering from Nagarjuna University, he gained extensive field experience in power plant construction and maintenance before establishing PowerMech Projects Limited in 1999. Under his leadership, PowerMech has grown today into a diversified group with a turnover exceeding $6 billion, operations in multiple countries, and a workforce of over 50,000. What sets him apart from other competitors is his efficiency and ability to complete projects ahead of schedule. Deeply committed to social welfare, he established the PowerMech Foundation headquartered in Vijayawada, which supports education, healthcare, and relief initiatives for underprivileged communities. Mr. Kishore Babu is widely admired not just for his entrepreneurial vision and operational excellence, but for his employee-first leadership. We now invite Mr. Kishore Babu to receive the One World, One Family Global Leadership Award from Sadhguru and deliver his acceptance speech.
Respected Sri Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai Garu, Swamiji, Namaskar. All the distinguished guests, faculties, staff, doctors who are serving for the poor patients, professors, volunteers, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to one and all who are gathered here. As I was just entering in the premises, I felt my body, mind and soul surrounded by a radiance with some power. I traveled by car inside the campus. Now I am feeling I did a mistake. I should have walked with my bare foot to the entire campus. So, the feeling what I got just 10 minutes before, when I removed my shoe, somebody told me, don't remove the socks. No, I removed my shoe. When I am walking with my bare foot, I am feeling the really touch wood. In my lifetime, I never enjoyed. As a construction person, always my thoughts, my feelings, my execution process is very fast. But the moment I enter here, I become slow. And there is a great aroma is sensing my body. Then I become very slow in my mind when you enter into the temple, maybe Tirumala temple, like that. There was a feel I felt today when I entering here. I give you my childhood story. My third standard, I have been admitted in a Sri Bhagavan Sri Sathya school in Repalle, and which was, our correspondent's name is Mr. Gopal Rao Garu. There I started my studies. Today I am standing in front of you. I am standing here because of the hard work, discipline, the spirituality, what I got those days. This I am talking about 50 years back. Today I am 62 years, my age. I started my third class and up to 10th class I studied there. And once I got an opportunity, luck to see Puttaparthi Sai Baba Garu in a school, they have taken entire the school students there. And even when this message came to me regarding this award, I was not aware. This entire institution is the background of Puttaparthi Sathya Baba Swami. And when Sathya Garu explained to me, I was really shocked and I was so happy. And I pray God to give at least minimum 200 years life to Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai. His humbleness, charity, mission, vision. We have a mission vision. What is our mission vision? To make our balance sheet, to make the profits. That is our mission vision, our company. His mission vision what? To create the selfishness for the selflessness. Again I am telling you, selfishness for the selflessness means giving to the others. This is not easy. This is not easy. This is like a yajna. In Telugu, we call this a yajna. He has started that. I am telling Touchwood, the entire world will support him and it will grow exponentially across the world. Maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 centers like this will happen. India has produced many godmen, producing in future also. But if you see the only one godman, Sai Baba Garu, only has done the service to the society by education, by medical care, and there is a scheme in our Anantapur in AP, I am from AP, water scheme. Even today, that is one of the best water supply scheme in the country. Anantapur, entire villages, they have made a water supply scheme. He is the unique where he has whatever the funds he got, he has given to the society. Same way, today, in the span of even less than 1 decade, less than 5 years, such a wonders made here. 1 medical college, 2 medical colleges, now the third one is getting ready. The way the construction is happened, in I think maximum in 2 years, such a huge 650 bed hospital has constructed, the worth of maybe not less than 1,500 crores. One is the money power, the another one is the willingness, spirituality. అది దాన్ని మనం తెలుగులో దృఢ సంకల్పం. That is very important. I am very happy today, this evening. I will never forget this day in my lifetime. I am proud, honored to invited this event, presenting me Global Leadership Award. I don't know why Swamiji selected me, why committee selected me. I really feel very happy for this opportunity and giving the time, and volunteers shown me the entire premises. I visited the temple, I visited the Veda Pathasala. The engineering also excellent. The slogan, one world, one family. Godspeed, power speed. I am seeing here power speed, Godspeed. The way constructions are happening, it is impossible because I have seen 600 bed hospital. For construction of 600 bed hospital, minimum it will take 5 to 6 years with all amenities. This until unless there is a power here, this place is having a power. There is no doubt. I thank the management, especially Madhusudan Swami, selected me for this wonderful award, prestigious award. This will give more confidence for me in future to work more. I am 62 now. I am now thinking to how to work up to 80 years. Before entering this campus, even daily I used to tell my wife and children, I was 65, I am ready, get it right, let my son take care of the company. Now I am thinking how to work up to 80 years. Because to see many good things like what is happening here in my life. This I am telling, it's the truth. God should give me the strength to work up to 80 years to see such a good things. I once again thankful to the who are all here. Swamiji, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Kishore Garu, for accepting the award and for your kind words. This evening, as part of the Know Your Mission segment, Dr. Fanindra will share with us the scope and impact of outreach programs being carried out by our hospital. He is an associate professor in the Department of Public Health and Community Medicine, Sri Madhusudan Institute of Medical Sciences and Research. After his schooling at the Sathya Lok Seva institutions, he pursued medicine specializing in public health from KIMS, Bangalore. He was selected as an external monitor for the World Health Organization, contributing to landmark public health initiatives such as the Pulse Polio Immunization Program and Mission Indradhanush. He also played a critical role in the evaluation of the Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan as a consultant for the central government in Bihar. On Sadhguru's command, he returned to his alma mater to lead the Divine Mother and Child Health Program. He is also a trustee of the Each One Educate One Foundation. Dr. Fanindra, please.
Respected Sadhguru, esteemed dignitaries on the stage, and everyone seated here and watching us live. It gives me immense joy to share with you today the story of a mission that began with love, grew through service, and continues to expand with compassion. The Divine Mother and Child Health Program under the umbrella of Sri Madhusudan Sai Global Humanitarian Mission. Though largely the causes of death and suffering among mothers and children, as we see here, are largely clinical in nature, the root cause is social, that is lack of accessibility, affordability, and availability, addressing which the Divine Mother and Child Health Program was inaugurated on September 1st of 2017 across 9 countries, thanks to supporters and volunteers from around the world. The vision behind this initiative was simple yet profound. To prevent malnutrition and its devastating consequences, such as congenital heart diseases. While several of the Sri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Pediatric Cardiac Surgical Hospitals were already providing free of cost treatment to children born with such conditions, it was soon realized that the true way forward was not treatment alone, but prevention. And thus began a movement that focused on health screening, awareness sessions for pregnant mothers to ensure that every mother was empowered to nourish her growing child well. Eminent doctors such as Dr. Satish Babu, Dr. Raghupati sir, Dr. Nityanand sir, etc., played a pivotal role in inspiring young doctors, alumni, and volunteers to join this noble journey. What made this initiative truly special was the diversity of participants, that is, the volunteers, gynecologists, homemakers, students, alumni, and many more volunteers, all united by one purpose: to bridge the wide gap between an urban doctor and a rural mother. Very soon, the program gained recognition for its uniqueness and sincerity. Large associations and institutions came forward to collaborate. One such landmark partnership was with Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, the largest health university in the state of Karnataka, overseeing more than 1,000 medical and health sciences colleges. Through this collaboration, medical interns from colleges in Bangalore began to volunteer, traveling to rural areas to experience firsthand the challenges and beauty of community health work. These young doctors were not only trained but transformed. The experience of serving in rural communities inspired them deeply, shaping their own hearts as much as their hands. But the inspiration flowed both ways. In these rural schools, as young doctors interacted with school children, we witnessed a beautiful exchange. Children who had never met a young doctor before in their lifetimes began to dream of growing up to be doctors. For many of them, the presence of these young healers was a living example of what they could become in the near future. Discussions on health gradually turned into discussions on career, education, and service. This is the story of little Rashmi, where a school-going child came up to one of our young doctors and said, "I want to be a doctor like you in the near future and come back to my village as a Dr. Rashmi." The Divine Mother and Child Health Program had huge impacts, not only on weight gains or hemoglobin improvement among pregnant mothers, but also showed its results in reduction of maternal mortality rate, that is, deaths of mothers. As we see here, in the last 2 years, that is 2017-18 and 18-19, there is a significant reduction of about 30% in 2 consecutive years. Encouraged by bureaucrats and community leaders, we soon expanded the program to include large-scale health education and training sessions for frontline workers. Ashas, Anganwadi workers, school teachers, nurses, and doctors from the primary healthcare system of the district had wonderful sessions that were designed to be practical, interactive, and deeply inspiring. Many a times, at the end of these sessions, we saw tears of gratitude and realization in the eyes of these frontline workers as they understood the magnitude of their role in shaping a healthier society. Kiran and Anil had large surgeries pending for over 3 years, and they were able to reach the hospitals and they were able to be supported for care only because of the program. And this is another benefit of the program, where one of the young doctor who participated in our program was selected in a reputed university abroad, only because the whole of her interview for selection into that particular postgraduate program was about the experience that she had learned in this unique Divine Mother and Child Health program. From the early days of our expansion of the hospital, the program made a every effort to reach the remotest of the villages, conducting evening health camps when villagers were available for free, and screening for non-communicable diseases. Various surgical conditions were ensured, and the last mile connectivity for treatment at Sri Madhusudan Institute of Medical Sciences and Research was made available. Within the hospital itself, the Divine Mother and Child Health Program continues its sacred mission, promoting health among patients and their families through lactation counseling, nutrition education, hygiene training, disease prevention sessions, and many more. Despite the hospital serving over 1,500 patients every single day, our teams continue to go out holding specialized outreach camps for screening and treatment of oral cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancers, cataract, diabetes, hypertension, anemia, refractive errors, diabetic retinopathy, hearing deficits, and many more conditions. Every person identified is connected to appropriate care, may it be surgery, medicine, spectacles, vaccines, or even hearing aids. And today, as we stand under the banner of Know Your Mission, it is indeed an eye-opening moment. Looking back at our humble beginnings and seeing how far this mission has come, I feel deep gratitude. What started as a small act of service has now blossomed into a movement of compassion and collaboration. Dear students, nurses, doctors, and volunteers who carry this mission forward with dedication and love, it is Know Your Mission. As I conclude, I offer my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved Sadhguru for providing this sacred opportunity to serve, to learn, and to be part of this transformative journey that is reshaping the health and hope of countless lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Phanindra. As part of this World Cultural Festival, today we celebrate the country of Argentina. Located in South America, it is a land of contrasting geographies, from the glaciers of Patagonia to the vast plains of the Pampas. Renowned as the birthplace of the tango, Argentina is today synonymous with football for producing iconic players such as Diego Maradona and Lionel Messi. The Love and Peace Center for Human Development was established by Sadhguru in 2018 and has since been carrying out various service projects in values education and healthcare. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a todos. Once again, warm greetings and a hearty welcome to all our brothers and sisters from Argentina. This evening, we are deeply honored to present the One World, One Family Humanitarian Award to Ms. Karina Alejandra Saro, a visionary educator from Argentina, whose life and work embody the true spirit of compassion, innovation, and service through education. Teaching in a public institution within a socio-economically challenged community, Ms. Karina has transformed the classroom into a laboratory of creativity. Her pioneering approach, blending technology, sustainability, and empathy, empowers students not only to learn, but to solve real-world problems with courage and imagination. She introduced initiatives like the Educiudad 4.0, where students design systems to monitor energy use and air quality, socially impactful projects such as creating assistive devices for people with reduced mobility, and building eco-friendly innovations from recycled materials. Through all this, Ms. Karina has proven that education can be both transformative and inclusive. Her influence extends beyond her students. She mentors fellow teachers, leads community programs on digital literacy and environmental awareness, nurturing a culture of collaboration and continuous growth. Ms. Saru today stands as a beacon of light, demonstrating the far-reaching impact of a spirited teacher on the community. May we now invite on stage Ms. Karina Alejandra Saru to receive the award from Sadhguru, followed by her acceptance speech.
My respect to Sagudu Sai, to all the ambassadors and leaders, to all the representatives of all the countries of the world present here, and to the students. Namaste. With deep emotion and humility, I receive this award on behalf of all those who believe that education can change reality, even in the most vulnerable context. I am truly grateful to Sagudu Sai and the One World, One Family mission for recognition. It honors not only my path, but also that on the many teachers, students, and community who every day find new ways to learn, to teach, and to care. I would like to speak briefly about my family, wherein I am the only university graduate. My father was born in Italy and migrated to Argentina when he was 7. He could not attend primary school because he did not speak Spanish. As years went by, he started going to an adult school and later worked in an electricity company. His story of resilience inspired me to accompany and support adults who wish to complete their education. In my case, I had been working in rural school for 2 years about educational robotics, introducing technology in areas with no internet connections, limited resources, and difficult access, particularly during the rainy season. Many of my students live in very complex situations. Some are under state custody. Some are the main providers to their family. Some bring their children to school without having had any meal. I try to encourage them, telling them that whatever happened in the past is over. Learning opens the door to a different future. I want them to know there is always hope. It is under this condition that the innovative, creative, and resilient teacher emerges. In places where resources are scarce but dignity is abundant, education becomes much more than contents. It becomes warmth, possibility, and resistance. Their technological innovation is not a luxury, but a vital strategy. We build networks, adapt tools, and connect knowledge with what we have, going it with love and hope. This award reminds me that we are not alone. Selfless services and inspired Baba and Sadhguru Sai crosses borders and touches humanity everywhere. Thank you for creating this space of unity. May every child and every young person in any part of the world know that their learning matters, and that education, when ethical, inclusive, and transformative, is the deepest act of love. Thank you for the very bottom of my heart.
We will now have two representatives from Argentina who will present about the country's culture, people, and values. First, we have Dr. Jorge Berra, a pediatrician with 48 years of clinical practice. He and his wife first came to Baba in 1987 and have since been ardent followers. On Baba's guidance, he pursued masters in Ayurvedic medicine at the Western Public University in 2000. For the last 26 years, Dr. Berra has been the director of postgraduate courses in Ayurvedic medicine at various universities and institutions in Argentina, including the Argentine Medical Association, Catholic University of Argentina, and the University of Gran Rosario. Since 2015, Dr. Berra and his wife continue to serve in Sadhguru's mission and were instrumental in establishing the Love and Peace Center for Human Development in Argentina. Dr. Berra, please.
It is a profound honor for Argentina to stand here today and be part of One World, One Family World Cultural Festival. The name Argentina comes from argentum, meaning silver or shining, reflects purity, brilliance, and compassion. On the world map, Argentina spans the southern half of South America, bordered by Chile, Bolivia, Paraguay, Brazil, Uruguay, and the South Atlantic Ocean. Zooming in closer, from the tropical north to the icy south, its land is shaped by the Andes and the Atlantic coast. Home to 46.7 million people, with Buenos Aires as its capital city. Climate ranges from subtropical to subpolar, offering one of the most varied ecosystems in the world. The national currency is the Argentinian peso, with an approximate exchange rate of 16 pesos for 1 Indian rupee. Spanish is the official language, while 5 indigenous languages, including Quechua, Guarani, and Mapuche, enrich the nation's cultural tapestry. Iguazu Falls, a UNESCO World Heritage Site of 275 cascades that roar through subtropical forests, and a spectacle of raw power and grace. Across the high plains stretch the white Salinas Grandes, a vast salt flats that mirror the sky, a place of silence and stillness where earth and heaven seems to touch. From the Andes rises Aconcagua, the highest peak outside Asia, standing as a symbol of endurance and the human spirit's climb towards higher truths. Located in Patagonia, Nahuel Huapi lakes mirror the Andes, surrounded by lush forests and mountain peaks. The Yao Yao Peninsula, seen in the distance, reflects the serene and untouched beauty that defines Argentina's southern landscapes. Majority of Argentinians identifies as Christians. The country also hosts Latin America's largest Jewish and Muslim communities, embodying peaceful coexistence. Faith shines through the Luján pilgrimage, where tens of thousands walk 60 kilometers to honor Our Lady Mary, and the Pachamama Festival, celebrating Mother Earth. Argentina food blends indigenous and European influence, from locro, empanadas, humita, pizza, and dulce de leche, all tell stories of migration and memory. Argentina-style pizza, inspired by our Italian roots, is known for its thick crust, generous cheese, and local toppings like onions and herbs. Sweet and creamy, dulce de leche is the heart of Argentina desserts, found in cakes, pastries, and alfajores. Mate is Argentina's traditional herbal infusion from yerba mate leaves and shared among friends. The gaucho, Argentina's national symbol, wears a poncho and white bombachas, while the paisana, the female, wears a long skirt and shawl. Their clothing reflects simplicity, freedom, and a deep bond with the land. The tango, a UNESCO-recognized dance born in Buenos Aires, expresses raw emotion and connection. Traditional folk rhythms like malambo and samba celebrate pride and heritage, while writers Borges and Cortázar brought Argentina imagination to the world. Argentina has given the world icons of humility and service. Pope Francis, whose papacy embodies mercy and care for the poor, stands as a global example of love in action, while Leo Messi is a symbol of resilience and family values. Education in Argentina is free and widely accessible, through reading challenges remain in early schooling. Malnutrition and obesity coexist as key public health issues, while access to health care varies between urban and rural regions. Around 1/3 of the population are under poverty line, and 7% are struggling to have everyday meals. To to strengthen well-being, we need to focus on expanding food and nutrition aid, improving rural health care through mobile clinics, and supporting community-based rehabilitation and education. Community initiatives also play a key role in drug prevention, offering guidance, counseling, and safe spaces for recovery. Real progress happens when government, NGOs, and faith-based groups work together with inclusion and compassion. Argentina is a nation of service and solidarity, with nearly 178,000 charities and nonprofits. 1 in 5 citizens volunteers weekly, a living proof of the country's care for humanity. From Caritas Argentina to Fundación Conin, each initiative reflects compassion in motion. Strong community networks and resilience continue to define Argentina's spirits. Argentina shines through solidarity, creativity, and faith. Guided by Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan said, its people stand united in service, reminding the world that love is the truest strength. Together, hand in hand with God, we can build a better world, one family. Together, the devotees from Argentina have 2 special gifts, a traditional poncho and other similar from another region of the country, which represents a symbol of national identity, pride, and heritage.
We now have a video showcasing the service activities undertaken by our volunteers of the One World, One Family mission in Argentina. May we have the video, please? Next, we invite Mr. Jorge Nasrallah to share his story of transformation. He served as a Commissioner General and Superintendent General of Judicial Investigations for the Buenos Aires Provincial Police and as Director General of Migration Movements at Argentina's National Directorate of Migration. During his career, Mr. Jorge was responsible for leading a force of 30,000 police officers. He is also a university professor, certified auditor, and corporate security consultant. Besides a professional career in public service and security management, he is also a member of the Sai Prema Foundation, Argentina. Mr. Jorge Nasrallah, please. The talk will be translated by Ms. Ramesh Deep.
Con sincera gratitud a Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai y a la misión Un Mundo, Una Familia por la oportunidad de compartir mi viaje de transformación.
With heartfelt gratitude to Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai and the One World, One Family mission for the opportunity to share my journey of transformation.
Nací en Buenos Aires, en el seno de una familia inmigrante, trabajadora que creía en la disciplina y en el deber. A los 12 años ingresé en la Academia de Policía y mi vida se convirtió en un mundo de órdenes, rangos y control. Durante muchos años creí que servir era obedecer, que la fuerza emanaba de la autoridad.
I was born in Buenos Aires into a hard-working immigrant family that believed in discipline and duty. At 12 years old, I entered the police academy and life became a world of orders, ranks, and controls. For many, many years, I believed that to serve was to obey, that strength came from authority.
Pero la vida me llevó a un maestro espiritual, Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, quien transformó por completo mi comprensión del servicio. A través de su ejemplo, aprendí que la verdadera fortaleza nace de la compasión y que el servicio es amor en acción. Su mensaje, Un mundo, una familia, cambió mi perspectiva sobre mi trabajo, mi país y mi propósito.
But life led me to spiritual teacher Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, who completely transformed how I understood service. Through his example, I learned that true strength is born from compassion and that service is love in motion. His message, One World, One Family, changed how I saw my work, my country, and my purpose.
Inspirado por su llamado a servir desinteresadamente, reuní a mis compañeros oficiales y les dije, sirvamos. Organizamos una campaña para apoyar a las familias del norte de Argentina. 4 camiones cargados de alimentos y ropa salieron de la comisaría ese día. Por primera vez, no estábamos imponiendo autoridad, sino practicando humanidad.
Inspired by his call to serve selflessly, I gathered my fellow officers and said, let us serve. We organized a campaign to support families in northern Argentina. 4 trucks full of food and clothing left the station that day. For the first time, we were not enforcing authority, but we were practicing humanity.
Ese día, algo cambió en mi interior. Comprendí que servir no se trata de seguir órdenes, sino de amar incondicionalmente. Empecé a ver a cada persona, incluso aquellos que eran llamados criminales, como un ser humano necesitado de comprensión, perdón y esperanza.
That day, something within me shifted. I realized that service is not about following orders, but about loving without condition. I began to see in every person, even those once we called criminals, a human being in need of understanding, forgiveness, and hope.
Cuando Sadhguru guió la creación de la Fundación Sai Prema Argentina, vi su misión cobrar vida ante mis ojos. Hospitales donde el tratamiento es gratuito, escuelas que enseñan con amor, programas de alimentación que nutren el cuerpo y el alma. Comprendí que la espiritualidad no se demuestra con palabras, sino con acciones.
When Sadhguru guided the creation of the Sai Prema Foundation Argentina, I saw his mission come alive before my eyes. Hospitals where treatment is free, schools that teach with love, and feeding programs that nourish body, both, and soul. I understood that spirituality is not proven by words, but by action.
Bajo su guía, descubrí que el servicio es una oración silenciosa, la compasión, la disciplina más elevada, y para transformar el mundo hace falta transformar el corazón.
Under his guidance, I discovered that service is a silent prayer, compassion the highest discipline, and that to transform the world we must first transform our hearts.
Si tuviera que resumir mi vida, podría decir que toda mi vida creí que servir era obedecer, hasta que descubrí que servir es amar. Pasé de la obediencia a la compasión, porque la compasión nos une como hermanos y hermanas, recordándonos que lo que le sucede a uno nos sucede a todos.
If I have to summarize my life, I could say that my life, I thought that to serve was to obey, until I discovered that serve is to love. I would say I moved from obedience to compassion, because compassion unites us as brothers and sisters, reminding us that what happens to one happens to all.
Como enseña Sadhguru, un mundo, una familia. Todos somos uno. Muchas gracias.
As Sadhguru teaches, one word, one family, we are all one. Thank you so much.
We now request our guests to address us. First, we invite our Honorable Minister, Shri N.S. Bosraju. He is also the leader of the House in the Karnataka Legislative Council. Earlier, he had served 2 terms as the MLA of Manvi constituency in Raichur district. Shri Bosraju, please.
Dear Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai Ji, respected our Arvind Jati Ji, and respected our Kishore Babu Ji, and dignitaries on this August function, the devotees from across the world, students, it is indeed a great joy and privilege to be here amidst the grand gathering at the World Cultural Festival, being held to mark the century celebration of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, a spiritual luminary who has touched countless lives through his message of universal love and self-service. Bhagavan Baba's life was a shining example of the power of compassion and right consciousness. His driven message, love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never, continues to guide humanity towards the peace and harmony. And today, under the visionary leadership of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai Ji, his message is being translated into a large-scale action across the world. Over the past decade, Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has carried forward the legacy of Bhagavan Baba through a transformative initiatives for education, healthcare, nutrition, and rural upliftment, all rendered absolutely free of cost and offered with a deep love and dignity. In education, the institutions established under the guidance are shaping students not only with the academic excellence, but with a value and a character rooted in service. The establishment of a Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences Research, a completely free medical college, stands as a unique example in the world, where the noble profession of medicine is taught as a service to humanity, not as a means of a livelihood. In healthcare, Sri Sathya Sanjeevani Hospital have transformed the lives of thousands of children by providing the free cardiac surgeries and other advanced treatments, ensuring that no child's life is lost due to the lack of money. Though the Annapurna Morning Nutrition Program over 30 lakhs children across India are receiving a nutritious breakfast daily, strengthening not only their bodies but also their ability to learn and dreams. As the Minister of Education, Science and Technology, I truly commend the thoughtful efforts taken here at the Sathya Grama towards a sustainable water management. The government has been pleased to extend its full cooperation in ensuring reliable water supply to the ashram, the educational institutions, and the hospital complex, recognizing the immense service being rendered here to the society. Through the support of our department, various water conservation measures have been strengthened, ensuring that the center of a divine service continues to flourish the harmony with the nature. This collaboration reflects the true spirit of a pro-people government, where the government and spiritual institutions work together for the welfare of the people. Bhagwan Baba always taught that service is to man is a service to God. And this ideal continues to guide every initiative here under the loving leadership of a Sadguru Sri Sai Madhusudan. Friends, what we see here is not only merely development in the material sense, but the development of humanity itself, a model that combines science with a spirituality, innovation with a compassion, and a progress with a purity of purpose. As we commemorate the 100 years of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, let us commit ourselves to walking on his path of love and service. May his divine light continue to guide all of us towards building a world that is a peaceful, combination and united. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you, sir, for your kind words and for your very valuable support. Our next speaker is Dr. Arvind Jatti. Dr. Jatti hails from a distinguished family deeply rooted in the ideals of service, integrity, and spiritual values. Carrying forward the legacy of his father, the former Vice President of India and the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri B.D. Jatti, Dr. Arvind has been instrumental in fostering interfaith harmony, social reform, and ethical governance inspired by Basavanna's philosophy. An educationist and thinker, Dr. Jatti's leadership has guided the Basava Samiti to organize numerous conferences, seminars, and cultural events to spread the timeless message of Basavanna among youth and the global community. Dr. Jatti, please.
Om Sai Ram. Such a divine evening. We, the divine souls, are sitting together to celebrate the centenary of Bhagavan Sathya Sai. For me, Sathya Sai guided me in my life on many occasions, not once but many. I have had the honor of sharing the table with him in Puttaparthi, in Vrindavan, along with my father. I remember of a day when my father visited Whitefield as the president of the country. Bhagwan had organized, or the ashram had organized, an elephant to receive him, and the elephant garlanded him. That I can never forget in my life. Not only that, that day, on behalf of Sathya Sai Ashram, he had given a silver plaque. It is the only plaque in my family which inscribes that my father was the president of the nation. He honored him as the president of the nation, and he was very, very closely associated with Bhagavan Baba. Bhagavan Baba, one important occasion, when I had met with an accident, I was admitted to the mental hospital in Bangalore because I had a broken skull. My family had not told my wife that your husband has met with an accident. They had just brought her from a long distance. The first thing my family felt, let us take her to get the blessings of Bhagavan Sai Baba. And the moment Bhagavan saw my wife without even knowing her, he blessed her, Dirgha Sumangali Bhava. Even that particular moment, the charge which gave to my wife that Dirgha Sumangali Bhava, and I was seriously, critically ill. After knowing that I am ill with a swollen skull, we got a message that Bhagavan is coming to the hospital to see me. I can never forget these moments in my life. Puja Guruji, he came, sat by my side on the bed. He just opened himself the gown of the hospital. He just opened like this and started doing like this. The whole chest was Vibhuti on that day. Whole chest was Vibhuti. What else blessings I can get to continue my life? Not only that, the experience what all the patients of that big hospital, the day of his presence in the hospital, the aroma of his Vibhuti had spread in the entire hospital even before he came in. And all the patients, the doctors, everyone, in hundreds and hundreds of people were waiting to have his darshan. And naturally, my father was the Vice President of India. His Excellency, the Governor of Karnataka, was also present there. Director General of Police, because it's an accident, and the Director General of Medical Sciences, he was there. Health Minister was there. All important people were sitting. Baba is sitting by my side on the bed. He told all these people, why don't you make helmet compulsory in this country? His Excellency, the Governor, took it so seriously that Baba is telling him to get the helmet compulsory, and through an ordinance, helmet was made compulsory not only in Karnataka but in the entire country, and so many lives are being saved. I just cannot forget that moment. I do not like to share extra time with you. I have so many things in my mind, but the time granted to me is about 10 minutes. But nevertheless, even the moment I came into this place for the first time in my life, I used to come when Bhagavan Baba used to be there. For every small thing, we used to go to him, sit with him, chat with him. Today, when he came, when I entered the main gate, I felt that Bhagavan Baba used to call me. That great thing which I remember, Bangaru, Bangaru, Bangaru. Even today, I felt that he is hugging me, Bangaru, Bangaru, and I entered this place, sir. Because me, my father, the family is a spiritually based family. And incidentally, one world, one family is the concept of my Guruji of the 12th century, called Basavanna. His revolution was socio-spiritual revolution as early as 850 years. As I was going through the program, I felt as though my Guru is incarnated here to tell the world that this is one world and one family. This being the Karnataka's Kannada Rajyotsava ದಿನಾಚರಣೆ, ಈಗಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟೈನಾ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಆಂಗ್ಲ ಭಾಷೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಸವಣ್ಣನವರ ಒಂದು ವಚನ ಈ ಒನ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ತದನಂತರ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವನಾರವ ಇವನಾರವ ಇವನಾರವನೆಂದೆನಿಸದಿರಯ್ಯ, ಇವನಾರವ ಇವನಾರವ ಇವನಾರವನೆಂದೆನಿಸದಿರಯ್ಯ, ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ ಇವ ನಮ್ಮವ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಹಾಮನೆಯ ಮಗನೆಂದೆನಿಸಯ್ಯ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮ ದೇವ. That is nothing but one world family. And that revolution of the 12th century reminds me today, this is nothing but another revolution which is taking place under the revered Guruji. The same thing is happening here. Whether it is 12th century or 21st century, you are guiding the whole global community to one direction, that we are one world and one family. I am truly honored to have got the opportunity of sharing the dash with you, Puja Guruji. Bhagavan used to come to our home, and especially one thing I would like to say and conclude. The relationship between my father and Bhagavan was on the lines of spirit of unity concerts for national integration. My father and Bhagavan, as they were very close, they believed in this. How can we unite at least my country first, then the globe? Through the music, they conducted concerts throughout the country, and every time Bhagavan came and attended all the concerts. That was an immemorable thing in our life. I wish Puja Guruji, that was the wish of my Bhagavan, and incidentally my father too, if that could be continued. The spirit of unity concerts for national integration was then, today it is a global integration. Let us all work for the global integration. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such wonderful memories with us. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our guests for gracing this occasion and for their presence and for sharing their thoughts with all of us. We would like to present a token of our appreciation to them. First, to Sri N.S. Bosraju. And to Dr. Arvind Jetty. On behalf of all of us, we pray to Sadhguru to bless us with his benedictory message this evening.
Bhagavan used to always say, Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Though it is not there in any scriptures directly written, but it was his message, which means true knowledge is to see oneness, not multiplicity, not diversity, but unity. And that happened to be his message from the day one. Whether it was in the small hamlet of Puttaparthi, he tried to unite the various castes and communities and created a space where all could gather without religious discriminations, without any differences of status, socio-economic, or affiliations to organizations and ideologies. He created Prashanti Nilayam as an abode where all people of all faiths and all walks of life could meet together. There were presidents, so also there were peasants. There were intellectuals, so also the unlettered village folk. There were people from around the world, so also people from around the village. All coexisted in harmony, in unity, in equality under the same roof. And that message of unity is now just spreading to all parts of the world. As Dr. Arvind Jati said, the Spirit of Unity concert for national integration was a part of it, and many concerts happen in Purnachandra Auditorium in Puttaparthi, and Bhagavan would sit through from morning till night, through the concert, sometimes till midnight. He was so interested in conducting that. Today I must tell you this One World, One Family World Cultural Festival, the 89th day is today, and 100 days it's being celebrated with 100 countries, is nothing but an extension of the same thing beyond the national borders to the world. And so we are celebrating the World Cultural Festival with the same spirit of unity. But yes, we will conduct at national and also at Karnataka level such events which will help to integrate various communities, and that would be our effort in the coming times. Sri B.D. Jati was a very integral part of Bhagavan's mission and has inaugurated several buildings, has always been a part of several events and all the various activities of the organization. I haven't seen him, but I've only heard about him, and I've seen the plaques in the institute where his name is mentioned in several places. So I'm very happy that you could come and you recalled all the beautiful memories and the blessings that you and your family has received, and also the contributions made by your great father to the mission of Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. We're very grateful for your presence. I am also very grateful to Sri Bosarajuji for several reasons. Of course, as he came today and shared his thoughts, a very committed, very dedicated leader of the people with a great name and great respect that he commands all over Karnataka and India. But more importantly, today I want to share a happy news with all of you. We did not have a continuous water supply to our institutions for a long time. Of course, it is divine grace that we never lacked the water due to good rains that were happening in Chikbalapura, because of which we did a lot of projects in water conservation, including recharging our bore wells, rainwater harvesting. So we did not want one drop of water to leave the institution. We were getting wasted. All those efforts had definitely helped us, but with the growing needs of the hospital where so many patients are treated and high quality water is needed. It's not just borewell water, you need distilled water everywhere. So we were investing heavily in the distilled water systems, purifiers and so on, which is quite expensive to maintain and manage. So last time he had come, we had mentioned to him that please help us with a continuous supply of clean drinking water, which would help us to do our work, what we are doing here, and crowds are increasing. Now it's no more a small village, it is a global village with people coming from everywhere. He just informed me that with the association of the local MLA of Chikbalapur, Shri Pradeep Ishwar, and with the irrigation ministry, which he is, minor irrigation that he is heading, on 18th the puja would be done by the government for the pipeline from Jakkalmadgu Dam to our institution to supply water on a continuous basis. That would be a great gesture on part of the government to support these initiatives which are serving the poorest on one side, and the people from all around the world who come here, their comforts also have to be looked after. India has always stood for the idea of Atithi Devo Bhava, and these are all our Atithis who come here to celebrate India's spirituality and culture, drawn from as many as 100 countries. And their comforts also have to be looked after, just as the comforts of the people living here and those living or those who are being treated in our hospitals. With the addition of the new 600 plus bed hospital now, which will be functional shortly with the inauguration, it will increase the demand for water, electricity, and such basic amenities. And I'm glad that this is happening. And And I'm sure in times to come, the supply will only increase based on the increase of the requirement. And I'm sure God will bless us with abundant rains so that the Jakalmadgu reservoir is always full and never runs dry. And it can keep doing good to everybody. I always say, if you give little to God, He returns multifolds. When you do little seva to the divine blesses you with so much more. I'm sure with this water supply, which is one seva from the government to the institution, will return many folds as abundant rains and prosperity for whole of the state and the country at large. I wish and I pray, and I call this Siddha Sankalpa Bhumi. Anything you think about here, intention, with pure intentions, becomes a reality. So I'm sure with this intention to help the institution, that will become a huge blessing for everyone. And I'm very sure about it. So I'm very thankful to Sri Bosuraju Garu for coming here and telling us this good news. Today we have celebrated a great global leader. Kishore Babu is a very man of humble stature, but he's an extremely powerful and extremely capable leader who has built a huge power infrastructure company which has a turnover of $6 billion and 50,000 people are employed across several countries. So don't go by how he said things, but he's a man of great repute and standing. But I'm very happy to share that he also is a great philanthropist who has helped through his foundation, Power Make Foundations. He has helped many children with education, village and communities around their power companies and wherever they have built infrastructure. And I'm sure in times to come he will do more. Thus, now that he has decided to work till 80, he can do more good to more people in the world. Once Bhagavan asked our Narasimhamurti ji, how long do you want to live? And he said, as long as you wish. No, you give the answer, how long you want to live. He said, as long as I can serve, I want to live. Bhagavan said, that is the right answer. As long as you can serve, you should live. The day others have to serve you, you are bedridden, you can't walk, talk, sit, get up, you should leave the body. You should not live anymore because now others have to serve you. But till the body is capable, mind is sharp, heart is sensitive, you continue to live and serve. So that is the idea. How long should you work? Till you can serve, you should work. Till you can do good to others, you should work. And that is why I am very appreciative. Kishore Babuji said that I want to work more so that I can see good things happen. I can support and help good things happen in the society. And definitely when God gives you intelligence, talent, capabilities, you have to use it for the betterment of others. That is the basic message of our Upanishads, of our Vedas, Bhagavad Gita. To do good to others is the basic reason why we are here. So I wish him and his company the very best so that they continue to grow from 50,000 employees to 100,000 employees, from 6 billion to 100 billion. Let them keep growing so that they can serve millions and millions of people also on the sidelines. Very happy that you could come here, and many blessings and best wishes to you. Argentina is very dear to me because I love going to Argentina. And I keep telling it's not Argentina, it's Argentina, urgent, U-R-G-E-N-T. Let's do things urgently. What does that mean? Let's serve more people, let's help more people. From the day I went to Argentina for the first time till now, a lot of things have happened. The devotees led by Dr. Jorge Berra and Rosana, his wife, and many more have developed a big foundation there, Sai Prema Foundation. It has got a beautiful ashram there in Escobar, in Buenos Aires. And a lot of people from around the entire Latin American countries, they come there, they converge there, and they celebrate not just their unity, but they also conduct a lot of educational values programs. This is a hall that was recently constructed on the same premises, and this is used for all these various gatherings from various countries around, because all cannot travel to India. Not everybody can afford to travel this long, when it's quite expensive for many of those. But there, this little ashram is helping them to come together and celebrate their unity. Whenever I go there, I enjoy it so much because people are so simple-hearted. They're very, very simple-hearted people. And they are very sweet and nice. And they sing such beautiful songs. And they work so hard to help others. That makes me very happy. That's a beautiful ashram. If you have ever happen to go to Buenos Aires, do visit this place and do visit them. It's a beautiful ashram called Love and Peace. That is the ashram. My room is right upstairs. Actually, the whole of the upstairs is mine. I don't, that is private space. The ground floor is where the hall is, kitchen and few living quarters are there. I think there are 6 or so living quarters where people live, and there is a whole of area around it. And then there is a hall on the just outside this particular house. And that is where the ashram is, and they do a lot of good work. So I'm very happy that they could be here. I know Argentina has gone through its own set of troubles, very difficult political as well as economic situation, high inflation, poverty that increased, crime increased, and I was going there as the other Orhe, the Director General of Police who was speaking here. He mentioned that we have to do something about these children who are getting into wrong ways. They don't go to schools and they get into wrong ways. And jails are increasing in numbers, and schools are shutting down because children are so lost. And we started this Latin American Institute of Human Values there, which basically teaches human values to teachers, to children in schools, to parents, so that they raise the children in the right way. Because that was the requirement, as was told by the policeman, that this is what you should help us with. And I'm very happy to hear his story of transformation, where police is always about authority and obedience. He realized that it's not about it's compassion and service. And police people started serving the poor by sending truckloads of requirements or basic necessities. See what a transformation in the heart. Generally, police is we look at police as some people who have no heart, very strong, very sometimes rude and arrogant, and that impression, and we have fear. At least when I was small, my grandmother used to feed me by scaring me, saying, "Eat it, otherwise the policeman will come." That's a bad impression of the police all around the world. Argentina is no exception. But then reaching out to the community and serving them in ways more than the call of your duty, this is the beauty of human transformation. And if the leader of the police becomes like that, all the people under him will also become like that. But his wife is also here, she's a policewoman. So both of them are now transformed police people. And they can do more kind-hearted work for the communities. So I'm happy to hear these stories. It actually makes me feel very good. As a teacher, my message is reaching and people are practicing and they're getting transformed. What does a teacher need more than that? Teacher is very happy when he hears that. So I'm very happy that Argentinians are here, and I look forward to their evening presentation. I also was very happy with the community medicine presentation by Dr. Fanindra, because all cannot come to the hospital. So the idea was the hospitals should go to the patients. When patients are not able to see the doctors, doctors should go and see the patients. And that is how this rural outreach program started. It has saved so many lives. I don't even have a count of it. Maybe 100,000 mothers were screened, detected early for anemia or low hemoglobin or low iron and any other issues that they had by blood pressure, gestational diabetes. And they were treated well in time, because of which they did not get into any pregnancy-related complications, and they delivered healthy babies. And if they were found lacking in their strength to deliver good babies, they were looked after. They were admitted into the hospital early so that they were watched over, tracked, monitored, and the babies were delivered as was needed, even through a C-section when it was required. And with the NICU facilities over here, all those children were saved. And so many children are born with multiple complications, sometimes congenital issues. But because of the multi-speciality hospital here, all other departments pitch in and they're able to save the baby. I was told yesterday, day before, we operated on the baby, which was newborn baby, which had a heart disease. It was 14 days old baby that was operated on by the doctors here from pediatric cardiac surgeons. They operated and the baby is doing fine. So, because of the multi-speciality, we are able to help so many people. It has led to no mortality, maternal and infant, in the Bagepalli taluk in the last 1 year, as the commissioner mentioned. That has never happened in any taluk across Karnataka, that there was not a single maternal or infant mortality in a year. And Bagepalli has a population of maybe 150,000 people, so it's a great record. So because of the hospital and these outreach programs, community outreach and strengthening the ASHA workers, the frontline health workers and educating them, empowering them, connecting them to a tertiary care facility, and picking up the patients in our ambulances wherever there is a necessity. All these multiple efforts have led to this kind of result. And I'm sure healthy babies will grow into healthy citizens and they will serve the society when they can. As the girl met the young doctor and said, I also want to be a doctor. And surely she can be. Because there are opportunities. Now medical education is free. You don't even have to worry, how will you become a doctor? How will you pay for it? You don't have to pay for it. You can get a free seat if you are passionate about it and if you are willing to work hard. And that is the beauty of this whole mission, that nobody is excluded. Nobody is deprived. Nobody is ostracized. Everybody is included and accepted and embraced. Whether you're Indian or Argentinian or whichever country you're from, you're all part of the same one world family. That is the message of Basavanna, who led all his life to bring communal harmony, bring people together. His experiment called Anubhava Mantapa, where he brought all people from all walks of life under the same roof and gave them a voice and visibility. That's one of the pioneering social experiment for those times, where people were, untouchability was there, caste systems were there, and people would not deal with each other with respect. With so much of discrimination that existed in the societies, he went out, gave a call of unity, and created a new movement. And definitely that was 12th century, and this is 21st century, as was mentioned by Mr. Jatti. This is an expansion of the same idea of Anubhava Mantapa. This Premamrutham hall is an Anubhava Mantapa of sort, because 100 countries have come and discussed things here about their problems, their solutions, their ideas, philosophy, religion, culture, music, name it. All kinds of people in the last 89 days have come here under this room. So this is a great, big Anubhava Mantapa of Basavanna. And that is why this is a great mission. So we are very blessed. Karnataka is blessed with the rich Vachana Sahitya, with the amazing poets, saints, who have conveyed the greatest truths in the simplest way. They were all contemporaries, whether it's Alama Prabhu, Akka Mahadevi, they all sang and said the same truth in such simple ways. And Vachana Sahitya is very much a part of our educational institution. All the children learn Vachanas. And since you have come, and since I mentioned this Anubhava Mantapa, can I request one of our, he's a teacher now, earlier he was a student, he joined when he was in 6th standard, I know him from then. But can you sing something? What will you sing? Basavanna's Vachana. Vachanadalli Namamruta. Okay.
ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ನಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ನಯನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೂರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಹು ತುಂಬಿ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೀರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆನಹು ತುಂಬಿ ಕಿವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೀರುತಿ ತುಂಬಿ ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗಮದೇ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ ವಚನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಮಾಮೃತ ತುಂಬಿ
We will have a short break for 10 minutes, after which we shall have this evening's cultural program by musicians from Argentina. Thank you. This evening's musical performance is dedicated to the legendary musician and composer of Argentina, Astor Piazzolla. Astor Piazzolla revolutionized the world of tango, elevating it beyond its traditional boundaries and introducing it to global audiences through his many groundbreaking ensembles. His music is a fusion of traditional tango, classical sophistication, and jazz improvisation, which resonates with universal emotions that continues to inspire musicians and listeners across cultures. Tonight's repertoire comprises many of Piazzolla's beautiful compositions. Introducing the artists, we have Mr. Miguel Marengo on the piano, Mr. Ricardo Cavalli on the saxophone and clarinet, Mr. Jeronimo Carmona on the double bass, Mr. Emmanuel Tepper on the violin, Mr. Bruno Varela on the drums, and Mr. Pablo Mainetti on the bandoneon. The bandoneon is similar to the accordion. Though it originated in Germany, it has become an integral part of Argentina's iconic tango. Please put your hands together for these wonderful artists from Argentina.
I think this goes into top 3 of the World Cultural Festival. It was something amazing. Ricardo, it was very nice. Can you explain what is this about? What is the history of this music and what you mentioned just now? You would be able to tell about it? Okay.
About the whole program? Yes.
And the composer and what?
Yes. We played some tango that was, it's not the traditional tango from the origins of the genre. It's a tango that is mixed by this beautiful composer, master, great master, Astor Piazzolla. He took different genres and influences from all over the world, including traditional European music, and mixed it with tango. So in that way, the new tango was born, and that's what we play. It's not the traditional tango they used to dance, our grandfathers and grandparents. So it's mixed with some jazz also. We took a couple of pieces from Rognon Cumbre, which is an album with a famous saxophone player, Jerry Mulligan. He did with Italian musicians, actually. It's one world, one family, really. He mixed music from all over the places, and he got this beautiful result. So when we first thought about playing for Argentina here, we discussed with Dimitris. He didn't doubt it. He said, you should play Astor Piazzolla. And that's what we've done. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed, and Swami, I'm glad you like it too very much. Sairam. Thank you.
Whatever little Western music I know, one is the Western classical music I truly enjoy, but sometimes it is too much. You need to have the mood and the place and the circumstances to enjoy a proper Western classical. But this kind of thing, it's a nice combination. As you said, little jazz, that slow and flowing jazz as a part of this music, but still it is not jazz completely, something else. That's what he's saying. The tango is the original music, but it's been improvised using other influences, including jazz and a little bit of blues kind of. So it's a nice mix of things. It was wonderful, actually. It could have gone on for some more time, I felt. And some of the pieces were out of the world. You really needed that time and space to enjoy it. My problem is these children have to go back to their hostel, so that keeps weighing on my mind. So even if I listen to the music, somewhere this thought keeps coming in, they have to eat, their dinner is getting late, the girls have to get back to their campus that is half an hour from here. And that worries me, so I cannot fully involve myself in the music because as the clock ticks, I get worried. But I hope when they're all gone for holidays, nobody's here. And I don't have to take the pressure of dealing with these children and their worries and their food and their delays. I think we should have this as a very private music program where people who understand music also will be able to enjoy it more. And whoever is recorded this, please send me the whole audio for it, whatever they have recorded with all the balancing and editing. It was one of the very soothing, very calming and very deep musical experience for us in last 89 days. I think this, as I said, if I cannot really compare, but I think more or less on the top 3 music programs so far, I think this is there. So wonderfully done. Thanks to Ricardo for getting all these musicians together. They are not a band, I am told, but they are independent musicians, but they came together, thought through, and put this program for all of us. So I'm very, very happy, and I really, really enjoyed the whole concert. And I look forward to calling you back, maybe in Vienna, Austria. You come there when I'm in Vienna in mostly May, June, and then you can play again. It was wonderful. So thank you very much to all of the Argentina people also for doing this. I'm really happy, and I'm sure everybody is happy. Everybody enjoyed it. Yes, thank you. Mucha felicia.
We request all to rise as we conclude with the national anthem of Argentina, followed by the Indian national anthem.